Who said that this Champions League format was boring? Who said that this Champions League format was the worst we've ever seen? Because are you not entertained? Honestly, are you not entertained? Honestly, Barcelona and Benfica, thank you. Thank you very much for this battle you just delivered and this spectacle you just offered. Not just to the people at the Estadio da Luz, even though there was heavy, heavy rain in the capital of Portugal, but even people at home, including myself. Because this was absolute box office. Benfica 4, Barcelona 5. Yo, if you don't love this new format of the Champions League, listen, it's just on you, innit? You just have a bias towards your team and you think you should be having the easiest fixtures and all of that, because I love it. I absolutely love this new format. What is going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. You know the face, you know the name. Aaron here, back again with another video. Shout out to everybody tuning in. Shout out to everybody always showing love and support. Listen, it's road to 15K, so if you haven't subscribed already, please make sure you go ahead and do that for me. The best ways you can support this channel are to like, to share, to subscribe, and to comment, of course, because commenting kind of adds to the algorithm as well, so make sure you go ahead and do that. For the people that are new to my channel, you might not know me. My name is Aaron, and I'm glad the Champions League is back because I've missed it. I've really, really missed it. And what a better way for the Champions League to come back and for me to choose this game to watch, because I was battling a little bit. I was thinking, should I watch the Liverpool game? Nah, they're pretty much already through. Should I watch Atleti against Leverkusen? Something told me not to, but I was like, you know what? I've never really done a reaction on Barcelona on my channel. So I thought, you know what? Let me watch Barcelona against Benfica. In my mind, I'm thinking this is going to be a straight win for Barcelona. But boy, oh boy, Barcelona started the game in the worst possible of ways. First things first, I've got to say, yeah, there's no point talking about the high line in a negative way, because whether we like it or not, I think Hansi Flick has made it very, very clear. This high line, he's going to stick with it. No matter what people say, he's going to remain stubborn with it and he's going to persist with it. So there's no point talking about this, but my God, this high line was super high. I'm talking how high. If you know the movie How High, you know how high I'm talking about. Bro, these men were standing on the halfway line. That's how high this high line was. It was crazy, because the last time I watched Barca in the Champions League was when they played against Monaco away. And I was actually commentating on this game, sorry. It was for DAZN Canada, and I was commentating in French. And one of the first things that I literally mentioned as a commentator on that game was, this line is super high. Barcelona need to be careful, because clearly the plan is going to be, in my mind, the plan's going to be for Monaco to just play the ball over the top and just try and beat the offside trap and try and get in behind and try and create chances and score. And lo and behold, I checked the stats from that game, yeah? Monaco had 6 offsides in that game. Guess how many offsides Benfica had today? 5. So again, the plan of Bruno Lage, by the way, if you remember him from the Premier League, he managed Wolves. The plan from Bruno Lage was very clear. Balls in behind, balls over the top, and try and beat the offside trap. Bro, first ball over the top, yeah, from their midfield, one of their midfielders, over to Alvaro Fernandez. By the way, Manchester United, please trigger that 16 million buyback clause, because what on earth? What a performance that was from the kid. But anyway, let's move on. One ball over the top. Alvaro Fernandez puts in an inch-perfect cross for Pavlidis. He gets his first goal. And at that moment, you're thinking, Barca, if you man keep this high line, you man are going to concede 3, 4, 5. However, Barcelona were keeping that high line. Like I said, Flick's going to remain stubborn with it. They kept on growing into the game, and they got their reward because they got a penalty. Penalty transformed, of course, or scored, I should say. I'm thinking in French. Penalty scored, of course, by Robert Lewandowski. And speaking of Barcelona growing into the game, they ended the game with something like 659 passes. That is absolutely ridiculous against Benfica's 100 and something. Right. Now it's time for the Wojciech Szczesny calamity show, because this goalkeeper single-handedly, and I don't care what anybody says, he single-handedly sabotaged this game for Barcelona, because another ball over the top, remember, high line, Bruno Lage's plan with Benfica, balls over the top, yeah? Another ball over the top, yeah? Balde, he has full control over the situation. As a goalkeeper, you should be looking, even if you're not communicating, and I think there's a clear issue of communication, even if you're not communicating with your left back, yeah, as a goalkeeper, when you see, or when you sense, or when you can see that your left back has the situation under control, why on earth are you coming out? Why are you coming off your line? Absolute calamity. Wojciech Szczesny comes out, both at full speed. Balde and Szczesny, they clash into each other, both on the floor, and Pavlidis has a complete open goal to aim at. He makes it 2-1. And to make things worse, as Barcelona is trying to get back into the game, Wojciech Szczesny, a ball is played into the box again, or round the outside into the box for Benfica, after Goglu tries to cross the ball in. And in my opinion, it wasn't really a penalty, but the way Wojciech Szczesny just came out, again, kamikaze, calamity. You don't really have to be touching after Goglu in that moment for Benfica to get a penalty, because the way you just came out on the matting in the first place is crazy. And just like that, Vangelis Pavlidis gets a first half hat-trick against Barcelona. And at that moment, you're thinking, rah, is this going to be one of them days where Barcelona just gets spanked on top of doing the high line and Wojciech Szczesny just completely sabotaging this whole game? But I think Wojciech Szczesny can probably go back home and say, hey, at least I wasn't the only goalkeeper to make mistakes today leading to goals. Because what on earth was Trublin doing, yeah? Kicking the ball right into Rafinha's face in the second half, that is. Right into Rafinha's face, and Rafinha didn't even know what was going on, but all he knew and all he saw was that the ball ended up in the back of the net. And just like that, you're giving Barcelona a lifeline. Again, it's 3-2, and then you're thinking, at this point, Barcelona might actually come back. But then Barcelona get another Bozo moment. Like, I promise you, this game was just filled with Bozo moments. If you had to globally explain this game and really summarize it in a few words, you could possibly say that it was just a game filled with Bozo moments. Cross comes in from the left-hand side. It's an own goal from Araujo, who, on top of all the rumors of him leaving or signing a new deal at Barcelona, negotiations with Juventus, negotiations with this team and this team, and him ending up staying, getting the captain's armband, starting this Champions League game, very important. Him getting that own goal didn't help him, because he just came back from a long-term injury as well. Then Benfica get another Bozo moment. They bring down Lamine Yamal in the box, who was very quiet today, and that's largely down to, again, Alvaro. They call him Cáceres for some reason, or Caracas or something like that, but we just know him as Alvaro Fernandez. Anyway, Alvaro Fernandez is largely responsible for what happened to Lamine Yamal today. Like, he wasn't awful, but he was just limited to everything he wanted to do. Anything he tried, Fernandez was there. He tried to go around the outside, Fernandez was there. Tried to, drift inside with his left foot, Alvaro Fernandez was there. Alvaro Fernandez, if it wasn't for this loss, he probably would have been, and I know they would have given it to Pavlidis because of the hat-trick, but to me, he would have been my man of the match, because Fernandez was outstanding today. Absolutely fantastic, and he had Lamine Yamal and Koundé on toast. But like I said, another Bozo moment from Benfica. They bring down Lamine Yamal in the box. Lewandowski gets his second goal through another penalty. That's where the game completely takes a turn that nobody expected. Barcelona gets a 4-4 draw through Eric Garcia, who had come on early in the game. And then there's that crazy phase at the end where Benfica's pushing for another goal. By the way, in between that, they had chances. They missed one through, I think it was Goglu again, or it was Pavlidis again. Angel Di Maria is put through on goal. He was waiting on the halfway line. Benfica go on the counter-attack. They play Di Maria in 1v1. Come on, man. Di Maria, with all that experience, that should be baby food for him. Wojciech Szczesny saves it. And then, like I said, there's that crazy phase in the end where there's a scuffle in the box. Benfica tries to score. The ball is mid-air. Florentino Luis tries to head it and bring it down so he can try and score, but he gets a push from the back from Fermin Lopez, And there's even a slight foul. In my opinion, that should have been a penalty. I don't know about you guys, but the referee had a howler there. I don't even know why. I don't know how they looked at it and concluded that it was a goal in the end, which followed afterwards, but I'm going to talk about it in a sec. I don't know how they concluded that that wasn't a penalty. To me, it's a stonewall penalty. There's a push, a clear push in the back from Fermin Lopez in Florentino Luis. And that felt for Benfica, man. They had all the right to be upset. However, and I'll get to them in a minute. The ball is launched up front, and I'm thinking, okay, that's the game done. Not knowing that Rafinha was waiting on the halfway line. He goes on this crazy run. And you know what that reminded me of? That run from Rafinha to score the 5-4 reminded me of Arjen Robben scoring the 5-4 against RB Leipzig in a similar crazy game, just like today. Goes round the left-hand side, the right-hand side, sorry, up against Fernandes, who at that point had a fantastic game, but he gets absolutely skinned by Rafinha. Rafinha scores the 5-4 and wins it for Barcelona in the 96th minute. Absolute crazy scenes. Barcelona bench goes mad. Hansi Flick goes mad. The Benfica players go mad. They go at the ref. One of the Benfica players on the bench even gets himself sent off. I think it was Cabral. Crazy scenes. Absolutely crazy scenes. But this is where I'm going to come back to my point, or to the point that I wanted to make. And I don't know if you saw the footage of Bruno Lage with his team. They were in a circle and he was in the middle of it, in the middle of his team. And he was absolutely ripping into his team. And you know what? I don't blame Bruno Lage one bit, because how on earth did you have 2 leads of 2 goals and you blew it? 3-1 up, you blew it. 4-2 up, you blew it. Come on, man. And yes, you can talk about the penalty that you didn't get, which was a penalty, again, in my opinion. But this game should have been wrapped up time ago. If you defended better and maybe didn't try and concentrate so much on counter-attacking to try and go and score, even though, you know, when you get the opportunity, of course, by all means, go ahead and score, my friend. But if the defending was better and if the goalkeeper hadn't made such howlers, we could be talking about a Benfica win. Do you know what I mean? So, listen, Barcelona in the end, they probably deserve it. However, this high line, bro, Hansi Flick, listen, I rate this manager highly. I rate the players highly. Some of them had stinkers today. Lamine Yamal, anonymous today. Jules Koundé, anonymous. Araujo, stinker today. Kubarsi, not good enough today. The midfield was kind of okay. The only 2 that kind of stood out to me were Pedri and Gavi. They were kind of all right, tried to make the midfield tick a little bit. Casado was okay as well, you know, trying to make sure the ball is always played out wide so they can try and be threats from the wide areas via Rafinha and via Lamine Yamal. Lewandowski today, 2 goals, but not one of his best games either. This high line is going to be an issue. I can see it coming from a mile away. You know, Barcelona, yes, they're going to qualify, They're going to qualify for the knockout stages. But there will be one team, yeah, they're going to capitalize on this high line, bro. And they will punish Barcelona if they don't fix up. But like I said, knowing Hansi Flick and the way he functions, he's a very stubborn manager. He's German like me. Germans, we're naturally very stubborn. So I know he's going to persist with this high line. So unfortunately, Barcelona fans, you're going to have to watch this high line for quite a few times in the Champions League. But all it takes is one good team to be good on counters and balls over the top and running in behind, and they will punish you, bro. And they might not necessarily be the better team, yeah? But guess what? 4 balls over the top and it's 4-0. That's how easy it goes. I mean, that's how easy it is, and that's how quick it can go. But listen, credit to Benfica, man. They gave us a real spectacle. Credit to Barcelona. They made the game really entertaining, really interesting. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. It's road to 15K still. Thank you very much for watching this match reaction. If you made it till the end of this video, go ahead in the comment section and type in entertainment, because this game tonight was just pure entertainment. Anyway, guys, that was it from me. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. And I'll see you tomorrow for the match reaction of the all-important game between Manchester City away against PSG. Oh, I can't wait to watch this game. I love the Champions League. And again, thank you, UEFA, for this amazing format, because anybody telling you or me otherwise is a liar. Anyway, people, Like, share, comment, subscribe. It's road to 15K. And I will see you soon. See you tomorrow, actually. Peace.